Hi, and welcome to MQW Driving School YouTube channel. We're back again with another video, this time ADI Part 2 mock test in Leeds, Horsforth Test Center. But this video is not about Horsforth, Leeds, test route or anything. If you want to do the practice for ADI Part 2, Leeds, Horsforth, yes, you can use that route for a practice because test center is close to the dual carriageway. So that dual carriageway is the way to go and come back. So that dual carriageway is a part of the practice. So starting from the test center, facing towards the Shell petrol pump, you're starting from the 30 mph road. So this is actually the feedback of the mock test. So we're gonna use different times to tell you what you should have done better. Just to let you know in advance, if you don't want to interested to see this video, result is fail. So reason to upload the video to see by the client that where actually he gone fail. It is the fail because not of the dangerous mistake. You done a lot of minor mistake, especially in hesitation and progress. That is becomes your serious progress. Then there was a place where you done some more mistake which you should have done it better. So again, learn from your mistakes. So this is the best time for your opportunity to go with your understanding. So I'm going to give you the feedbacks where you done good and bad. So let's talk about this one right now. You done very well for stopping the car before the zebra crossing because even you see or you don't see, it's called keep clear. So you done the good thing that you know that I can't fit after the zebra crossing. So you decided to stay here, which is nothing wrong. Then you got the roundabout coming up. This road is 30 mph road, and in case you take this right turning, that is also 30 mph road. This is the time where you should doing the eye contact with the driver more, then understand what they want and then behave. Okay, taking the left turn, first exit Harrogate A61. This roundabout have three exits: left Harrogate going straight Leeds and right turn Bradford. They can go all three directions from this roundabout, so practice this roundabout in all three directions. You will see the sign for the speed, which is 40 mph road. So this is where your main road start. That is the ring road. So this ring road is next to the test center. That is why this is the ring road you should be practicing for your part 2 if you're doing the test in Horsforth Test Center. So that is the main road to practice. Go all the way to the Seacroft, come back, go all the way to the Bradford, come back, or go all the way to the Leeds and come back. This is the two direction. Okay. So now if you stay a little bit more ahead on the left lane, then you will get more visibility on the right. So if there is a car standing next to you on your right who is blocking your vision, then you can stay more forward. Okay, but this time there was nobody, so it's all the matter of the good visibility. So let's say we start picking up the mistake from now. If there was a good opportunities to go and you're not going, taking your time, then it's called hesitation and not doing a good progress. And that means you're not thinking about the people who are standing behind you and waiting for you. When you do the part 2 test, you always have to remember there is no L plate on your car. So nobody know you are a learner or you are on the test. They just take you as a normal car, which is like day-to-day car. So when they see you driving differently, people don't understand why. Because if you're the learner car, they can see the L plate. Then they can see you as a vulnerable road user and expect different from you. Or if you're a new pass out new driver, then they expect different from you. But this time with no L plates, nobody know. So you must behave as a normal driver on the normal roads on a day to day basis with a good progress, good planning, good awareness. So this road is emerging from 2 lane to 1. Good observation required that time. Again, this is just the start of the test, so not much mistake, but this is where we start looking at you that what kind of a driver you are. Of course, you must have the good control on your car. You've done 3 years experience on your license. That's why you're here for your part 2. So we are not worried about your control. Everybody know how to drive, otherwise they don't come for the test for part 2 at least. So control is out of the window, not the main thing to consider. Observation. Many people know that you come for your driving test, so you have to look for your observation. So sometimes you look on the mirrors. But it's not about looking mirrors. We want you to look mirrors effectively. Active use of mirrors. You should be looking far ahead, making a good awareness and planning, then looking well far ahead to pick up the problems like speed sign changing, then change of speed, watch mirrors, change of directions, mirror before signal, looking for cyclists, motorbikes, pedestrian crossings, people who is overtaking you. So effective observation is the main key, not just looking mirrors. So what I see you on the test time that you was doing too much body movements, looking here and there like a panic modes. So sit relax and just observe through your eyes, through your neck look, and just main thing is watch effectively, so that make more sense. Now look on the right car. He's standing exactly closer to the solid line before the clip clear. You stop the car a little bit early than the solid line. So how come he's more good than you? So again think about it. We are all in the same page. And you more on the driving test, so you have to think about it more than him. So sometimes we take this left turning from the traffic light and go in one of the street to do the moving and stopping exercise or do the maneuver if we have to in the start. Or sometimes we can just go straight. You're still on the 40 mile per hour road on the dual carriage. Now start thinking from this point. Everybody want to overtake you. Even this car at the back of your car now, everybody was thinking that you're driving slow and they want to overtake you. Even the white guy decided to change the line and go. He's fed up staying behind you. So see everybody ahead of you. Now he made a progress, he overtake you, come in front of you. Where we are now. So check on your speed. We're driving just like 22 on a 40-mile road in the left lane. So that is in the beginning of the test, we already had made a mind that we need to watch your progress more now. Throughout the test, in this mock test, we're gonna watch your progress because this is the first 40 road. You can't make the progress. You stuck yourself in the left lane for so long. You're driving on 22. People are overtaking you, coming more ahead of you. So that's already your weak point. But again, let's say one minor. Okay. So going straight to the roundabout, second exit, follow the sign for York and Weatherby. You done the good thing that you kept in the center lane to go straight. That is the arrow say to go straight. Making a decision for the journey was not your problem. You're spending a lot of time on the road, so you know where you're going, and getting the information from the sat nav or listening to us and follow the sign. You done it all well, so that was not your problem to pick up the roads sign. It's just the level. You may be still driving with the learner level more and not trying to do any basic mistake. But remember, you are here for your part 2 test, so basic should be there. If you can't do your basics right, then you shouldn't be here. So basic is 100% should be there. Let's say you're going for your learner test again, and now you should be passing your learner test with the zero minor mistake. That is how you should be with your basics. Now we are on the 70-mile dual carriageway. So let's see what time you go to the 70 speed or nearby 70. So again, this time of course we got the traffic warning signs for the lights and you slowing down for the junction. That's perfectly fine. I know that we don't need to make 70 speed progress over here because we know there will be warning signs. So you just go gradually slow when you see the warning signs. So now after this traffic light, we're still going ahead on the same dual carriage. This is hardly a 9-minute or 10-minute driving so far. So imagine, we already know your weak point. So when we go from here now, we're driving on the 70-mile dual carriage national limit. So we're going to focus on your speed limit, which is also on your screen. If you look on the bottom, you're building up your speed. Have a look on the people who's in on your back. Look on the front. So one car is already overtaking you, making good progress. You reach about 50 mile per hour now. Now you are about 54, 54, 52. Reach about 55 now. And now this guy decided to overtake you on the 60. Then there's another van at the back. He also decided to overtake you as well. So that means they are making more progress. Or they see you driving slow in the left lane. That is the reason they decided to change the lane and overtake you. So you are on advanced test. Part 2 is like advanced test. So you should be more advanced driver than these people because you came with the training. And that guys are not in training. Now see where they reach and where are you. So I never see you going more than 55 on this road, and this road is 70 mile per hour. Again, progress. How come they are faster than us? That is another way, another mistake. Progress. So anybody who's doing the driving test in Horsforth and drive on this dual carriageway, 70 mile per hour dual carriageway, if your lane is empty and clear and there is no hazard in front of your car, you try to go exact 70 unless traffic condition, weather condition do not allow you to drive exact 70. Otherwise, go 70. There should be no reason why you're not going on 70. Whether you are scared or you don't know how to go or you don't know how to make your gate number 5. So what's the reason? Okay, so if there's no hazard, try to go exact 70. If you can't go exact 70 on the left lane, try to change the lane and go 70. Okay, now taking the left turn, the new speed number is 20. So you're leaving 70 mile dual carriage, coming to the 20 mile per hour road. Now taking another right turning from here, like this guy gonna help you to go first, and then we're taking another right turn from here and going to the Wix car park. You did not park center of the box properly, but let's say nobody coming, you enter. So we said, can you please park up reverse parking, if any way of your choice. And again we repeated that you can choose any bay of your choice anywhere in the car park, anywhere in the car park. But you decided to stop the car at the entrance. I agree that when you stopped, there was nobody coming from your back, nobody coming from your front. So you decided that is a safe location for me to do it. But you're not thinking advance awareness and planning, advanced driver planning. Soon you're going to stop the car to find your reference point to do the reversing. Anybody can come from your back because you just did the double right turning from the traffic light and junction. Okay, now these people like a police car, see, now this police car have to overtake you. So why he have to overtake you? Okay, just because you're standing in the middle of the road, he have to go through the lining. So what you should have done it there, this guy have to overtake you again. So what you should have done it over here, that go more like these people on the bend. So go more forward on the bend, go somewhere middle of the road, then find the nice good location, then choose the bay in your mind and reverse in one go. That's it. There was nothing wrong with your observation here. And there's nothing wrong with your parking here, for example. The only thing was missing is your planning. That you're staying in the middle of the road for so long to let everybody go. So again, you got the minor mistake over here, but this can be a serious mistake. See, like now you're holding your car halfway of the maneuvering. First, you're holding the car in the middle of the road for so long. So where is your advanced planning? As a driver, see you adjusting your car as well for the maneuver. You can't do in one go also. After taking so long, you still can't do it in one go. That is why you got that mistake here as well to do the bay parkings. You're holding the traffic. People are waiting for you for so long. So making disturbance to everybody. Okay? Not a good decision, not a good judgment, wasting time. So that is not good. So make sure, find the best location for you to do the maneuver and think about it. When you're going to stop the car in the middle of the road to do the maneuver, like a parallel parking, pull up on the right, or bay parkings, you're going to hold the traffic. Now imagine if I say you to do parallel parking between the two cars in the high streets. You're going to hold the whole traffic for your maneuver, disturbing others. While doing the maneuver, you must think about the other drivers also. That is how you think of awareness and planning. This is the reason you get two different markings on the maneuver, one for the control and one for the observation. So, in terms of your observation and control, of course, you park the car in the center of the way, but can you feel it? Now, if you want to rewind this video, then check the timing. When you actually came to this car park to start, and now you're going back, you've taken a lot of time. And otherwise, it was one of the simple thing. Go forward, go one of the easy bay, parking, go out, done in 1 minute. So again, take care of your maneuvers next time. Good observation. Choose the best location. When the examiners say please pull up on the left side anywhere safe, that is also called safe, convenient, and legal place for you to do the maneuver, which is stopping. So when we say please do the parking, again choose the safe, convenient, and legal place for you to do it, which help for everybody. Okay, so taking the left out of the car park, going to the left from here back to the same ring road, dual carriageway, 70 mile per hour road. So see, it's not about the driving. Second, why you came in this lane? This lane is a slip lane. When you take the car out, you should have stayed in the center lane, not on the left. Short broken lines are slip lanes, not a driving lane. So you enter yourself in the slip lane like you already want to go away. So you're not paying attention to your road marking. That's another mistake. Look on the left. This is called a slip lane. Short broken lines. So you take the driving line, not the slip lines. Going straight to the roundabout, second exit. Choosing the good lane, speed changing to 40 mile per hour road. So see, you are doing the main job more better than the small jobs. Maybe you're not thinking about the small jobs as like a main work. Maybe dealing with the roundabouts, driving faster, dual carriageway, mirror signal, watching mirror signal is more in your mind, or good position more in your mind. But don't forget, awareness and planning should be the first thing in your mind as advanced driver, which sort out a lot of problems. Good positioning, good mirror signals, advanced planning, better lane, better choice, good progress. So keep your basic lock. Your basic should be 100% ready. Then keep it lock. You can't go away from your basic mirror signal maneuver routine. Then think in advance, progress, appropriate speed, use of speed, mirrors, change of direction mirrors, everything. Now this time look on your speed again. This is a 40 mile per hour road. You are not doing more than 32. So why are you sticking yourself in the left lane with 30 mile per hour speed only when the road is 40? So again, if you already got the sat nav driving and you know you're taking the right turning from the next roundabout, third exit, you can just change the line to the right in advance, go 40 mile speed straight away, and when you get near the roundabout, slow down and take a right turn. That is called advanced planning. Planning through your sat nav, planning through the road sign and road marking. Again, progress mistake. So this is the third time we're pointing out you the progress mistake. One on the 40 road in the beginning, second on a 70 mile dual carriageway, now on the 40 mile road again. So three time you got the progress minus already. So this road roundabout is third exit on your right, controlled by the traffic light. Follow the sign for city center from the roundabout, and then we're going to follow the sign for Meanwood from the next roundabout. So there are two roundabouts close to each other. So that's again require a good advanced planning, but that you did not done anything wrong, because again you are a driver, you've been in this area, you know about it. So route planning is not too much problem. If somebody tell you to go there, take me there, follow the sat nav, do this, you can do it. Okay, and your mirror signal basic is also not wrong. So that way your positioning is also not wrong. So your mirror signals are sorted, your position is sorted, is the speed, choice of your driving speed appropriately according to the road condition, traffic condition. That is where you're weak. You're driving slow. Okay, driving slow is the main issue. Then look. look, assess, decide, action, judgment, anticipation part. That is the weak one. Now from this one, we're taking a right turning to the Meanwood. So that is no mistake, and it's controlled by the light. So lights are green this time, so you're going ahead, but now the light change and you stop on a good time. That's good. So the speed is changing now. So last time you was on the 40 mile per hour road. Now it's going to change to 30 mile per hour road. Then again, chance of the moving and stopping. Again, your moving and stopping is not an issue as well. So as I said, your basics are okay. Whenever somebody do the part 2 training, the best training you can do, whichever the test center you are using, find the local driving instructor and say, can you do my mock test with the learner test routes? Just the learner test route, which is 38 to 40 minutes. And tell them, take me any test route. Do with the different instructors if you want. And make sure any test route they take you should come back with a zero minor mistake. So once you clear all the learner test route in that test area where you're taking your driving test, part 2, with different local instructors, and everybody giving you the clean sheet that you never done any mistake or just a few minor mistake, just like a one or two, and then you passing your uh, normal driving test for the learners with a zero minor mistake. So then you can say you are done with your basic, and then you can say your basic is on your right level. So until your basics is not sorted, there's no point to do the advanced driving. So once your basic is sorted, zero minor mistake test every test route. Now you are ready to take the advanced driving training. That is where the work start by the trainer, like ORDIT trainer or instructor trainer or any other trainer who can teach you part 2. Then what they expect from you, stick with your basic as you already know, and then show me something advanced. Now out of MSPSL routine, mirror signal maneuver routine, now you go mirror sorted, signal sorted, position sorted. Now where the progress, following distance and everything comes, and the last part, judgment. Look, assess, plan. Look ahead, plan ahead. Watch your road sign, road marking, do not miss anything. Now from this roundabout, taking the left turn, first exit, and that is your city center signs. Again on this road you shown some progress as well. The line was not so good because you should have stayed as much to the left outer lane, but you was bit middle of the roundabout, so careful. So 30 mile per hour road. So again, little bit planning is the issue. Thinking last minute, doing something last minute. Now think about it. You're going to be a instructor soon. If you can't see in a good time, if you can't react in a good time, how are you going to save your learner from the other road users? So how are you going to react that time? You're going to be reacting late for them to save their lives. So that is why this is your test. Okay. So approaching the roundabout, taking the right turning, third exit, lead signs or city center signs. Going back to the 40-mile dual carriage. So again, as I said, you already have the issue about your progress on the dual carriages fast roads, late descents. That is exactly going to happen again on this road. Dual carriage. That is a good progress that you started from the right, you kept on the right, and you're happy to leave the roundabout from the right lane. But then you think it's empty on the left, let's come back. That's fine. If it's empty, yes, you can come back by looking mirror signal, but then drive is at 40. You did not drive on the 40. Then look on the front. What happened? You stuck. You choose the wrong decision. And now you have to force the other driver to stop for you so you can change the lane. That is the fail. not making a good planning. Again, it is a regular problem for you as a progress. So that's a fail. So now 100% you are fail here your test because of the progress. You're watching late, you're planning late. That is what's going on. Now look on this road. They don't have any painted on the double yellow lines, double red lines, or any other restriction of the parking like no stopping zones. Plus we got the residential area with the houses and stuff. So people are allowed to park the car here. Maybe you can't see any car park up now, but anytime soon you're gonna see another car park up now. Okay? So that way we already expecting the car anytime soon on this road. So eyes need to be well far ahead. But maybe you're not thinking that far away. So what you did, you started with a good right lane, then you just move back. Okay? So again, think, is it the right time to move back or I can stay here? Now again you stuck on the left lane, again same problem, again park car, again you came back. Now think again. When you see the last time the park car on the left, you should be expecting the more park cars on this road on the left. Then this way you need to be spotting out the more early than before because you already got the hint. So you done the same mistake again. So again same problem. Progress, advanced planning, awareness and planning. Following distance is good, it's slowing down in the traffic. Now I give you the hint again. Again rewind the video and check. There was a slow moving traffic was in the right lane and left lane was empty. And you thought, okay, left lane is empty, let me carry on in my left lane. But did you think why the everybody on the right lane are slow moving? Why there is no one on the left lane? Do you think everybody is stupid that left lane is empty and they're traveling on the right lane and driving slow and then nobody want to take the left lane to make a progress? Think about it because they maybe see the hazard in the left lane. Nobody want to be in the left lane. So take it as a hint. So in driving test, anywhere on the road, whatever you do, there is always a hint in front of you. This is what we call awareness planning anticipation. Keep taking the hints, and that hint called awareness and planning. And that hint will make you keep good progress on the road. Okay. Now taking the left turn, first exit, 30 mile per hour road. Now after a short time, we're gonna ask you to do pull up on the right side exercise. In part 2 test, you get two maneuvers. One you already have done, which is the bay parking, which you messed up. Now this is the second maneuver on the right side. So stopping was not bad. That was good. Good decision to come and stop. But it takes you so long to complete the maneuver again. Same like before. I know you want to be conscious and you want to do more safely, to do deal with safely and stuff. But again, if it's clear, just go. These people on the left lane, nothing to do with us. You got a clear lane to drive back. So keep moving. When you see the front cars coming from your same lane as yours, but they're sometimes too far away from you, you can easily can finish the maneuver before they come to you. You don't have to stop for them too early. So like if they're coming but they're far, so keep moving, keep an eye on them, keep moving, keep an eye on them. And when they come a bit closer to you, then stop the car. So again, this maneuver is not that bad that before. So this maneuver, just I'm giving you the advice. There's no mistake. What you see, you done it perfectly fine. So but again, because you hold the car on the last maneuver for so long, that is why we have to watch you here as well, that maybe you're going to take so long for this maneuver to finish. Okay, again, all the dry weather you're using your wiper. What for? So that's again, maybe you're nervous or you giving the signal instead of wiper or wiper instead of signal, because sometimes people drive the Japanese car and they have other way around. Again, that is not a mistake, but that explain what you're thinking, what you're doing. So you need to be fully in a relaxed state of mind when you do your driving test, because the small actions speak about you is a hint. Okay, so move off from here back to the normal road. This is the halfway of the test. Test is normally about the 1 hour driving, and in this one you got your 30 minutes already have gone, but in 30 minutes the test is already failed. Learner test is 38 to 40 minutes. This is why we say first be perfect like a learner with your local area. Then at least 30 minutes you don't do any minor mistake. Then double the time, 30 minutes and 30 minutes. So if you can do directly two times continuously two driving tests like a learner back to back, start finish straight away without the break, that is called a 1 hour drive. And then you can check yourself that can you do this driving for 1 hour without any mistake. So end of the road, we're taking the left turning. Now we got into the rush area, which is like a build up shops and a lot of park cars and stuff. This is where you have to show more advanced planning again, pay attention to the developing hazards. We also have the Aldi car park here, which can be used for your maneuvering or like a test in the maneuver. On this way, we also get some Mark and Spencer car park as well. We can use that one as well. Wix is on the way in the beginning and at the ending. That's why we use the Wix more, which is used to be a home base before. So again, this kind of basic road, you do not done much mistake. You know how to drive the car on 20-30 roads. So like this road is 30 mile per hour and you're driving on good level of the speed, which is like 27, 28, or sometime you was exact 30 mile per hour. That is called a progress. You keeping the good distance from the front red car and you're not driving less than your speed limit of the road, which is 30. You are exact on 29 and 30. So that means you are not disturbing the front car, not disturbing the back car. You're using or utilizing the full speed limit of the road, making a good progress according to the road condition, traffic condition. So that is called progress. But soon you go to the high roads, 40, 50, 60, 70, you're not doing it. So the way you're thinking about advanced planning in 20-30 roads, you're not doing it the same way in the high speed roads. So you mainly got the mistake because of the high speed roads, not for the learner roads like a 20-30. So that also gives us a hint. Maybe your last practice, let's say if you come for this mock test with a good practice, then maybe all your practice was on your basic necessary routes, or we call it a necessary routes. But make sure if you're already good in something, skip that part, spend more time which is more challenging for you. Like some of the part 2 test routes, especially we got in Leeds, for Hare Hill and Leeds side, they got motorway, they got country lanes. Now in this mock test right now, we're not taking you any country lanes now. We're not even taking you on the motorway now. So imagine what will you do if you go to the country lane? Who's gonna make the progress in the country lane? What you will do on the motorway? So motorway is still not there in this route. Country lane is not there in this route. So what you have to do is simple, basic 20-30 and dual carriage. That's it. And this 20-30 and dual carriage, believe me, this is a learner route. Normal driving test, the learner one, they do these routes 20-30 and 40. That is their route. So for you as a part 2 advanced driving, there's no motorway, no country lane, so you should be in advantage. I know it's a long route, lot of things to do, but end of the day we are trying to read out your mind, how skilled you are to deal with every situation. So one thing is clear, you have to sort out your basic again in a very advanced level, not just the basic level. So going straight again from the traffic lights, say see like now you're keeping the good lane. You know that this lane is going straight, the lane is not going straight. So see these all basic mirror signal position, that you're doing okay. So next time if you know your mirror signal and position is okay, that is not your problem. Just keep it exactly the same way you're doing and then practice yourself for other stuff. So from this traffic light, we are going straight. They also have one other car park on the way called Mark and Spencer. We again forward parking or reverse parking can be possible. because we already have done the bay parking in the Wix car park on the way in the beginning on the dual carriage. That's why one maneuver is already done. So far now, no mistakes. Now look again. Did you stop the car bit early than the cycle lane? Now, so make sure always come to the solid line and park up closer to the solid lines. Like you one time was very close away from the keep clear as well. So utilize your space and give the other people a chance to use the same space as well. Now this junction is very complicated. Okay, this junction is the right turning from the bend. Now look here. When we said we're going to take a right turning from this traffic light or right turning from this junction or from the bend, look on the floor. It's actually a bend. You're technically going straight. You're not making a right turn like a proper L-shaped right turn. It's like a bare right. So if the arrow say you're going straight from both of the lines, then there was no point to change the line to the right. So again, awareness and planning about your route. Legally, you can take any one of them. Both are going there. But again, as advanced planning, what's the purpose of changing yourself in the right lane? Now you struck. See, too slow, disturbing the car at the back. So see, again a mistake. If at any time the driver disturb the other drivers, that has become a serious mistake. Now we're going left side of the roundabout first exit. Now you have to come back to the left lane again. So now imagine if you was on the left lane from the last junction, just maintain the left lane from there till now, then you don't have to do anything special. That is called a good awareness and planning, and you're keeping your best lane at the best time for the better planning of the journey and the route planning. So if you have no intention to go right from this roundabout, then it's better to stay left from the previous junction and keep left here and go left from the roundabout. If you need to go straight again from this roundabout, then same logic, keep left from the beginning and stay left and go straight. Only keep the car right if you have a plan to go right again from the next roundabout. So again, SatNav say you're going to take a right from there and left from the next roundabout, then you should have keep the car. But the problem started when it you heard about the word you're taking a right turn, so you just thought I need to be in the right lane. Okay, so first again you taking a right turning, but you still have to think how many lanes are going right. Do I really need to change lane or not? So in Leeds we also have these kind of junctions in Crossgate, in other Leeds part 2 test for the Leeds side one, the Funwile Hill side one, where there are two lanes are going right. Okay, now again this is a 40 mile per hour road, and again you're driving maximum 34, 35. Again, not a good progress on a high speed road, not a good planning. Now the next roundabout, taking the right turning, third exit. When you make the decision, try to think about everybody. Think about around your car 360-degree, not just about yourself. You are not driving the car for yourself, you're driving the car for others also. Your action need to be where it help others. Your action have a reaction for others. So think about others, that if I'm going to do this, it's going to impact them. If I do this, it will be disturbing them. So think about others before making your actions. So don't think it's safe for me, so let me do it. No, think about everybody. You're sharing the road with other road users, so you think about the other road users while you're driving. So making a judgments on the roundabout, that was again not a problem. You was doing all good with the judgments. Your mirror was okay, your signal was okay, your position was okay, and your judgment from the roundabout was all okay. So keep all this in the same order. That all was on the good spots. Yeah, this all was okay for you to do all the roundabout. Back in 30 mile per hour road. Then you have another roundabout coming on the way that we call a oval shaped roundabout. There is a proper warning for the triangle tell that roundabout is coming up. Sometimes people get confused of that roundabout, so if somebody want to practice, this is nearby King Lane, Sainsbury, nearby Wicks, and they also have one car park here, park and ride, park and ride car park. This roundabout have total 4 exits. So again, if I did not done any maneuver before, I had a chance that I can take you right side of this roundabout, third exit into the car park, and then after the car park, I can use the same roundabout again to go different journey, like maybe back to the ring road or back to the country lane where I'm going right now. So because again we done the maneuver already, both of them, so we don't need to go in the car park again. So 30 mile per hour road going downhill, it is like a continuous downhill for a long time. You got school, you got zebra crossing, you got shops, you got junction. Again, this road, no mistake, all was okay. If you sort out your advanced planning, progress, following distance, awareness and planning early as possible, think clever, watch thing early, do not disturb others, do not get disturbed by others, change the lane early, you spot out the problems, developing hazard. Then yes, you are one level up to teach people in the future. But if you still can't do your basics and you're still doing a lot of mistake in your basics, then you are still back in the learner level. This test of this mock test, you can say, this test, you fail the test even on the basics. Even if we take the learner test on the same dual carriage, and if the learner drive the car on the 70-mile road on the 30 to 35 mile per hour, and everybody overtake the learner on the right lane, the learner also get fail, not making a good progress on the dual carriage, disturbing the other drivers or forcing the other drivers to overtake that person. So again, if we fail the learners, how we can make you pass then? Okay. So all this road, everything was okay. This is one of the place you can go. Again, when we make the ADI part 2 test route or mock test routes, that is the region, the area you can go in 1 hour. So again, there is no fixed place to go. Can go anywhere in 1 hour, start to the end. And in that 1 hour, we try to enter again all type of the roads as much possible. Minimum 20, maximum 70 mile dual carriage. If we have motorway, we use the motorway, but this Leeds Horsforth side, no motorway. We had a chance to go to the country lane. Country lanes we have towards the outlay behind the runway, Leeds Airport. We got the Shadwell and Wyke side. That's the country lanes over there. And we got dual carriage, but we don't have the motorway here. But if you do Leeds Part 2 test for Hare Hill side, Funwell side, or Colton side, they have motorway. Then you go to the M1, that is a motorway also, plus country lanes, plus dual carriage. Then you also have 20-30 roads at the same time as well. So now this driving is almost about 44 minutes. Remember what I said before, the learner test is 38 to 40 minutes. So if you're getting tired by now, again think the learner also do 38 to 40 minutes driving before passing the driving test. So this can be a learner test also for 40 minutes. Starting from the test center, go all the places you just done now and come back. But just because the learners are on the basic level, we do not give them so much challenges at the same time in the 40 miles. But because of the advanced driving, you can get a lot of challenges in the 1 hour driving. But all these places in this test route that can be a learner test route as well. But again, there was a lot of challenges which is unfair with the learner. That's why we don't do it. But learner do have to deal with the challenges as well in the test, maybe one or two at least. Now, some people drive this road on 60 because they don't see any speed signs or street lights. But because you're coming from this direction by the school or by the oval shaped roundabout side, King Lynn side, and the sign clearly say drive on 30, that is why you're driving on 30. Then we're getting to the junction. We're going to take a left turn from the junction now. Signs are not very clear when you take the left turn. So whoever come here next time, just make sure that road is 40 mile per hour speed limit road. And if the signs are not clear, just be conscious about the speed. The last one was 30 mile per hour. This is the 40 mile per hour. If you miss the sign, there will be a repeater sign come soon. So you can update yourself easily for the repeater signs. Now this road have a lot of hazards. You go bridges, you go narrow from both sides. It can be a cycle on the way. So again, if you do not do 40 speed on this road, that is fine. Its surface of the road is so no good as well. So see, these are the reasons. Remember, your driving should be appropriate. Road condition, traffic condition, weather conditions. So this time road conditions are not so good. So if the road is 40, country lane, you can't do 40 and you reach about 36, that's fine. I'm not going to force you to drive 40 here if you can't. So this time you're making a good progress according to the road condition and traffic condition and weather condition. So that is acceptable. You see the warning sign telling you to drive slow, you're driving a little bit slower than 40, that's fine. See, like now this car is on a bad spot and you have to overtake this car to go around him. He's parking here every day now. Whoever belong to this car, please move. Um, so this is the one. So now the road is narrow. You got the oncoming car like a meeting. You slow down for a reason. Makes sense. That is called making a good progress, and you're driving appropriately according to the road condition and traffic condition. I'm not forcing you to drive 40 because the way you can see the problem and you can't do it, I also can see the problem. You can't do it. But when it was a 40 and 70 road clear, you can able to do it, but you're not doing it. That is your choice. So that is where you got the mistakes. So now you should understand the progress is about where you can, where you cannot, it depends. Careful for these speed humps, they jump a lot, they're higher than normals. Now after some time we're going to take a right turning in one of the street. The streets comes on the bend. So when we take the right turning on this bend right turn junctions, like a junction on the bend. So make sure the way the shape of the road is, you have to deal with the same style. So for example, the bend on the left, then you have to move your front of the car towards the left bend side, watch the car coming from your front side, then look where you're going, look a little bit direction check like a blind spot if nobody overtaking you, because when the car is not straight you can have somebody in the blind spot, and then you do the right turning. So have a look how you're going to do this one now. Bit okay, but you can again do more better than this. Now this traffic light we're taking the left turn. So speed was 30 mile per hour. This speed 30 mile per hour. Where you going next? Left turning 30 mile per hour. Then we're going to do some moving and stopping. That is also have something to talk about. We need a distance from the front car, but remember it's tire and tarmac, not too much. But that is your normal habit. You always stay away from the solid line too much, from the giveaways and from the keep clear sign, so or from the cycle lane. So just do it what is required, because these traffic lights are designed that if everybody stay with the tire and tarmac distance with each other, maybe three cars can go from the light. Like when the light is green, three car can go from the lights. But if you're taking a long gaps and taking so long to move off, hardly two car can go from the lights, and that means third person did not get chance. So that's again disturbance. Now there's a problem of the decision making here for moving off safety. You got the bus at the back. Sometimes the bus was thinking that you're gonna go, then he can go in the front of you and stop the bus on the bus stop. So bus was waiting for you to go, then you was waiting for bus to go, then you go waiting for another bus to go, and the bus want to stop the bus in front of you. So he was planning that if you move, they can they don't have to do the maneuver of the overtaking. Then they just stay straight and stop the bus on the left easily without doing the overtaking maneuver. But you just thought, no, let the bus go. So you did not pick the hint from the bus driver, and then you force the bus drivers, both of them, to move the car. So remove the bus. So again, wrong planning, wrong awareness. So think again, advance about everybody. The bus stop was in front of you, so you should have get the hint. The bus want to stop the bus soon after the overtaking. Do you overtake somebody and turn left immediately in the first road left turning? No, that's not safe. So same thing, maybe bus won't don't want to be overtaking you and stop in front of you suddenly then. And you have to do a lot of maneuver to do this. Again, little bit awareness and planning we needed about here as well for the moving off. These are the buses who just overtake you. Now you overtake the first one, and now this bus is again in front of you. But it's giving the left signal, of course, so you have a time to overtake him easily. That's perfectly fine. So now 30 mile is finished, starting to 40 mile per hour now. We almost about 53 minutes so far, 52 and a half or 53. This is almost the end of the test. We going back to the set center. This is the last few drive left over. So again, there is no dangerous fault. It's not like you hit the car somewhere, you're a bad driver. You are still a driver with a good control. But good control is totally separate. We talking about something else. Okay, some people are very confused that can I stop the car on the left, is a cycle lane here. If we say please pull up on the left side and you are safe, do not worry about the cycle lane, something like that, you legally can do it, because first of all there's no cycle around you, nobody on the front and back. Next, this is a broken line. Broken line are allowed to cross. Third, there's no restriction to go in the cycle lane. So no timing of the cycle like that. So think about it. So if you're just doing a quick stop and move on the broken line on the cycle lane, that is still acceptable to do it. Now the roundabout. The next roundabout, taking the right turning, third exit. Signs are Bradford. So we need a lane change in a good time. So that was classed as a good time. Not too late, not too early. So now you can stay in the right lane and make a good progress. But now you're approaching the roundabout. So now we can expect you to go slow. So you was not on the 40 that time. So try to stay 40, and when you near the roundabout with the hazard lines start, then you can slow down for the roundabout. So you were slowing down already too early. So you was hardly like 32 that time. There was a good opportunity for you to stay 40 easily. There was no hazard around you that time. So taking a right turn, third exit. So no mistake. Again, your speed was average 20 that time on this large roundabout, which is perfectly fine. And if you have the habit to leave the roundabout from the right lane, which is a good habit, but this time you can come back because there's nobody on your left, so of course you can come back. But if it's totally empty on the left, then why you need to go to the right lane and then come back to the left lane again because it's empty? Why you don't want to stay in the left lane from the start? But if you have somebody on the left lane, then you can think about it that I can leave the roundabout in the right lane and I already have somebody in the left lane. There's no point to go back to the left lane. Keep continuing the right lane. So again, don't just think about the exit that way that I will always want to stay right, but think first as a choice. Think of the scenario first. That can you take the left lane from the start and keep driving in the left lane on a 40 speed, or you want to be in the right lane and then changing the lane for no reason. Okay. So one accident. So now this is the right way. Now don't you see the police car and you know that everybody changing the line because there is a problem in front of them, so there's no point to go in the left line and come later. So you already pick the hint how they're changing in a good time, you change in a good time, and it works for everybody. So when he was on the other dual carriageway, when the people was on the right lane and you thought left lane is empty, let me go from the left lane, you are undertaking the people on the left lane. But this time was okay because they were slow moving and you was making progress. But what you was making progress for? You should have taken that as a hint and go in the same line as they are doing it. That was much better. Again, we want to see the right decision at the right time while you're driving on the road. Accident can happen on the road at any time with the blink of eye. So that is why which time what you should be doing is very important. You cannot take so long to think about it. Advanced planning is one of the main key for your part 2 test. And then this skill will help you for your part 3 also, because you need to watch the people action and surroundings so you can see the developing hazard early as possible, so you can question the client in a good timing, you can give the client instruction directions, so everything comes with the awareness and planning. So if you don't have the good awareness and planning in the part 2, you will struggle in your part 3 as well with your awareness and planning. So this is why awareness and planning you must have to get a grip on. Going right side, third exit, 40-mile road you was traveling. So when you will take the right turn, go back to the Horsforth Test Center Street, low lane, that becomes 30 mile per hour speed limit. I don't know, maybe you find this route hard or easy, but I've been to many driving test centers for the part 2 test. This route, what you just done it now, as compared to the other cities, this is one of the easy. Horsforth is still classed as bit easy than other test routes in different cities. So imagine if I take you to the Leeds, complicated ones, or other cities which is more complicated than this, then it will be more problems then. So again, as everybody know, the result is fail. You got two serious main thing: awareness and planning and progress, and a lot of minor mistake in progress, awareness and planning.